What is up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am launching the bot right now as well, so 1 minute while I launch the bot. Alright, bot is there. Since Mythic Plus is done right now, let's just jump into some Mythic Pluses. I haven't done any this week. This week in Mythic Plus will be coming out early tomorrow for those of you waiting for that. What's up, Luis and Marcelo? How you guys doing? Let's try joining any of the keys we find right now. Alright, so we got into an Eltharian's Lair. Let's start running over there right now. What's up, STL? What's up, Max? You're without sound, but... What's up, Paulo? How's it going, man? How you guys doing today? Have you guys done all of your questing in Argus to complete, or to unlock Seat of the Triumvirate? So, the new dungeon dropped with this patch, and the way to unlock it is to do all of the new questing. So if you guys haven't gone out to Macri and done all of your new questing, I highly suggest doing that. I did the dungeon yesterday on Heroic just to kind of like take a look and see what it's all about. So I will be releasing the boss strategy guides and the run through very soon with that for the new dungeon. But for now, we're running over to Neltharian's Lair plus 11. Also, you guys should be looting your weekly chest. I don't think I didn't get anything good this week. I got some boots. Yeah, this week I just got some boots. But if you guys also haven't upgraded your relics, then I suggest doing it. My item level jumped up a little bit just by upgrading my relics. And I am 1 point away from getting my level 3 on my second relic. So I'm really close. I need to farm out some AP in order to get that 63 total artifact levels. Oh, you hit 900 item level, STL. Congrats. Congrats, man. Your shaman hit 920. Nice. Congratulations. With 920, that's going to be even hard for you to find upgrades, even in Heroic TOS at this point. At this point, you're good. You're geared for the Argus raid. With 920, you're geared for that. You don't have to worry about things too much. All right, so let's run in here. Is it even set to Mythic? There it is. There's a font of power. So we'll wait for everybody else to run in, and then we'll be good to go. This week is Raging Volcanic. So I'm gonna have to kite when they get too low, but I can make the pulls relatively big. I can stack pulls just fine. Volcanic is mostly gonna affect my Mage, Shaman, and Hunter in this group, so there's enough people to kind of split it up. But Tyrannical is going to be a problem, especially in this dungeon. This dungeon with Tyrannical is not very fun. We'll pick up some of this. Just 40. It's more than enough. I'm doing good, Chaos. I'm doing good. It's been a busy week, and it's going to continue being a busy week with the new dungeon guides I need to put out this week in Mythic Plus, the run guides, pull guides, everything like that. But for now, let's get these guys done. Raging and Volcanic, I can just go ahead and pull this. Again, I always like to pull these Crocodilus, these Gnashers, because they're going to get me a good percentage. They're easy mobs to kill. They don't do anything too crazy when it comes to abilities, when it comes to damaging everybody on my team. They're just very easy to kill, very easy to take down. And with this group, since these lurkers aren't anything too special either, they're kind of relatively easy to take down, I'm going to do more of these little trash pulls as well, more of the crawlers. And we got a perfect stun there, I think. I think we caught both of them. Yeah, the lurkers are both stuck in there, which is perfect. What's up, Demon Hunter? Yeah, Demon Hunter, don't worry about it. That's more for the Friday streams. And what's up, Heather? Nice to see you back. How you doing? How's everybody doing this week so far? Everybody have a good weekend. Start doing the new quest line in Argus. Also, doing the quest line is what unlocks both the Nether Crucible and the new dungeon for you guys. So if you guys haven't done the new quest line, I highly suggest doing that. Alright, so we'll go ahead, jump down. I think somebody body pulled that. Yeah, pretty sure they did. So hopefully they jump down. I can't tank things up there. So when they jump down, we're going to have that extra body pull. With that extra body pull, we shouldn't have any need to pull any more trash. Right after the boss, right before the boss, I normally pull that extra pack off to the side, but this pack should suffice with that now. Now that we pulled this, it should be enough. And it looks like this pack was fixed also. It used to just kind of blink into position. It would glitch out right at the bottom of the waterfall and then just slowly kind of, or just quickly blink onto you. So that's kind of cool that they fixed it. So we do have Tyrannical this week, so I have to be very careful with this boss as well. So we'll see. And my healer is up to full mana. Let's go. So whenever I can, I am gonna tab target and try to get those ads down. Try to pull them to me. Although the DPSers should also be prioritizing those ads whenever they can. So there's the Shatter. I will move out of AoE. No, the Razor Shards, I gotta move out of frontal AoE from him. Just because that does hurt. And the little bit of damage that you take from traveling on the Shatter on the ground is a lot less damage that you'll take. Oh no, Max, you're not gonna get your fix this week, and you're not gonna get your Netherlight Crucible or the new dungeon. It sucks, man. I need to jump out of the way for those Razor Shards again. And yeah, one of the things that makes this boss a lot more difficult to do is the fact that we have that choking dust kind of taking the place of everything. Like there's no safe zone for melee right now. There's a little bit, and I could move him, but the more I move him, the more that range is gonna have to move. Although it wouldn't be too bad considering that they have plenty of space. We did manage to get him down, so we have really good DPSers. Everybody here, our mage is pulling over 2 million DPS, and our melee is pulling over 1 mil each. So I got lucky with a really good group here. Raid was boring last night. I'm sorry, Glock. Was it Blinders that was tanking for you guys, or who was the other tank? All right, let's jump in here. So again, I do like to get on this side of the Pelter. I like to even try to taunt him, sometimes he disengages the right way, or sometimes he does what he just did right now, which is completely the opposite of what I wanted. Since we do have Raging and Volcanic, there's no need to not chain pull, so that Pelter will slowly run over here to the rest of the group, and while that happens, I can get on this Breaker and do damage to him. So we'll go ahead and keep doing that. One thing about Volcanic is if you have a dungeon like this where there's kind of all this water on the floor, there's a different layer besides just the ground. Volcanic, it might be a little bit more difficult to see. I know in Karazhan especially, it's really bad with like the carpet on the floor. It's really hard to see that Volcanic. So depending on what you're running, be very careful with your Volcanic. Oh man, Sue went bear? That's cool. That's cool. So, wait, did you use your bear too? 2 bear tanks? Just best tank in the game. So my stun is back up, so meaning I can pull this. If my stun wasn't up, I would not be pulling this right now. You basically need your stun for this pull. Since it's tyrannical and not fortified, we should be able to get this guy down. We also have really good DPS, so hopefully everybody focuses on the Hulk right now. I really don't want to take that big hit from him. He got really close to doing it again, but I'm glad he went down. Has to do most raiding on my own this week. Why is that, Demon Hunter? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this Pelter. We have this rotating Hulk right now. So if I pull this Pelter and kind of try to get him back as far as possible, we might be just fine for this. So again, I'm gonna use my taunt on him again. Hopefully he disengages that way into everyone. If not, here it is. As soon as this guy gets healed up, as soon as my mage gets healed up, we'll just run in here. Healed up, perfect. You only raided for the last hour because everyone was doing the Crucible quest. I don't blame him. It was a really nice bump up, and especially if you have the concordance, the artifact level to match it, it's really nice. So I'm 1 concordance level short of having 2 relics be level 2. So I need to work on a little bit of AP. I just need to finish off this level. Alright, so everybody's healed back up. Let's get this quick little pull. No, Glock, I think you're thinking of Epic. Epic is on Dalaran. I don't know where Demon Hunter is, what realm he's on. But I know Epic Forever is on Dalaran. Keep getting bad luck on your Mythic Plus. Yeah. This weekly chest for me wasn't very good either. I don't think I've gotten an upgrade from them in a while. The last time I got an upgrade, it's unfortunate because I have my tier set, and my tier set is going to be better than like the, I don't know, 10 item levels that it gives me from the Mythic Plus chest. So we'll go ahead, keep using some AoEs, throw out some more stuns. We don't need our stuns for the boss, so might as well use them now. Oh, you did up to Maiden, one-shot everything. Nice. For 1 night and 1 hour? You said in 1 hour you got everything. Yeah, that's cool. That's really good progress. Alright, so we'll check up on our healer. Our healer has 78%. Good to go. That's plenty. We do not have... this boss isn't too difficult this week, so we should be okay. Oh, Demon Hunter is on Dalaran too. Okay. Ezequiel, you hit over 900k DPS on boss fights this week on your Boomy. I'm glad, man. I'm glad that my advice helped out. I'm glad you're almost breaking 1 mil. Do you run any of the Ask Mr. Robot sims? because if you run the Ask Mr. Robot sims, that's kind of like what damage you should be doing if you do everything perfectly and exactly right. And I always like to see how close to perfect I'm running my Boomkin. Alright, so I do like tanking this boss right next to the idols, and that's so that we can just kind of cleave them down. Oh, you can't meet any of your heroic guild schedule raids because of work? That sucks, man. That means no loot for you this week. Although you should be able to pug. I've started noticing that pugs normally do pretty good now up until Avatar. Avatar and Kill Jaden is where pugs really have problems with right now. But up until then, you should be able to kill everything in heroic TOS with a pug. Bring on Ubi. Ubi? What's that? What's this Ubi you speak of? Alright, so this boss is gonna go down now. Not too bad. The next boss might be kind of difficult, but we should have Bloodlust up by the time we get over there, so it should be fine. We have 2 minutes left on it, so by the time we get there, we'll be fine. I am also going to let them know to skip this pack, because not everybody does it. Some people like to pull this pack. I don't. The Pelter and the Breaker and the Shaper can all just kind of hit whatever the hell they want to, and it's not fun. We do have 56%, so I'm going to pull these Nashers out here just to get that extra little bit of percent, just because these are going to be a lot easier than anything else I can really pull in this dungeon. And I'd rather deal with 4 Nashers than 4 Shapers or Breakers or anything like that. You haven't heard of that? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's I believe it's askmrrobot.com. You can put in your character name and realm, and it runs a simulation just in your web browser. You don't need to do anything special, just in your web browser, and it'll tell you what DPS you should be at. What's your item level right now, Ezekiel? Alright, so with this, you do want to avoid that, but remember to always kill the grubs first. It isn't fortified this week, so it's nothing's going to be terrible this week in terms of the trash. So even if you don't get that grub down, it won't be a instant wipe for you guys, but if it was fortified, it would be a lot worse. Mr. Robot is a cool series, yes it is, and it's coming back very soon for season 3. I do watch Mr. Robot myself as well. I'm waiting for that new season to drop. I kind of ran out of things to watch when I finished watching Westworld. I finished watching Mr. Robot. I finished watching too many shows. I was also watching Grimm, and that kind of ended, and so everything just kind of ended right now. 911 Boomy, dude. If you're 911 pulling 900k DPS, you're doing perfectly fine, Ezekiel. That's more than enough DPS for your item level. Good stuff, man. Unconditional basic income, we could all be wowing. Alright, so we have Lust going for Neuraxis. Since we do have Tyrannical, he's going to survive a little bit more, but Man, this DPS is just so good. You guys see that? We have almost 2 mil coming from the Demon Hunter, 1.7 coming from the Hunter. Like these numbers are crazy. 2 mil coming from the Hunter now, 1.5 from the Demon Hunter. This is cool. Getting a random group that is just this, you know, this good is always fun. Get your Mythic Plus down for the week. This week is honestly not going to be too terrible. The worst thing that's going to really happen this week is a Tyrannical on some bosses is going to be bad. But Volcanic just means that everybody just has to watch where they step. You know, everybody just has to be conscious of that. And then Raging means that if your pulls are more than like 5 mobs or so, if they all enrage at the same time, you should start kiting. But if your mobs are 1 to 2 trash pulls, then you'll be fine, even if they are enraged. Just kind of, if they are enraged, keep your active mitigation up for sure. Guarantee that it's up. And if it's a mob that hits too hard, just, you know, use 1 cooldown, a shorter cooldown, a demoralizing shout, or something that's on a 1 or 2 minute cooldown, maybe an absorb trinket. Nothing major, and you should be just fine. And these guys are killing the ads before they even get close to the boss. Westworld, Ozark is fun. I started watching Ozark actually, and I forgot about it. I should probably hop back on. Wow, English is difficult today. I should probably hop back onto Ozark. Yeah, I started watching it. I think I saw the first 2 episodes of it, and yeah, it looked really fun. Can someone sprint and grab the second chest? Are you talking about the chest right after the boss we just did, Neuraxis, or which chest are you talking about? I may have discussed this already. You love prop. People were saying it's one of the weakest tanks. Can you discuss this a little bit? People were saying it's one of the weakest tanks because of, I would honestly say it's public perception. When you have really big figures like Sko and just, you know, whoever, like all these people at the top are saying that prot warriors are bad, but I don't think so. When you look at Warcraft logs and you look at, you know, stuff like damage taken, how much they spike, how much damage we're mitigating, prot warriors are very, very good right now. We're not the best, and we're not the worst, but we're somewhere right in the middle, and I think it's a good place to be in. It makes it so that we're not going to get nerfed next week. We're not going to be, nobody's really looking at us and trying to nerf us. But when you look at stuff like Kill Jaden, for Fellclaws, prot warriors are amazing. I don't really take too much damage from Fellclaws. It takes a little bit of know-how and a little bit of managing what you do. But if you know how to play a prot warrior, if you know how to enable that block and that mitigation, if you know how to use your new tier 20 piece, it's honestly, warriors are like a very average, very middle of the road tank, and they can be really great. So you can go from being an average tank, and if it's something that you really like playing, something that you really know how to use, it can become amazing. There are some shortcomings. There are some things that prot warriors have that could be better, but I feel like that's every single class. So that completed our enemy's forces. We don't need to do much else. I was gonna wait for our healer to have a little bit more mana, but I guess not. We're going in. But yeah, prot warriors are perfectly fine. They're in a very good position. I think it's more public perception, and I think it's a lot of the big names out there kind of saying prot warriors suck, prot warriors are dead, because they're not as good as other tanking classes. So prot warriors are not as good as monks or as bears, but I feel that prot warriors are going to be better than paladins right now. So there are some things where you kind of have to give and take, but by no means do I think prot warriors are weak. They do take a little bit more getting used to, though. They really do. How do you upgrade followers past 900 Glock? You have to get the new items, which are from, I think they're mostly from quests. I haven't worried too much about it. they're most of the quests I can still get over 150%, so I'm not too concerned with it either. Prot warriors are all bad except me? No, not at all. Not at all. There are some very good prot warriors out there. But yeah, the thing that makes prot warriors a little bit lesser than everybody else is there's a lot of things in our rotation that depend on our global cooldown. And it would be nice if there was a few things that were off the global cooldown besides Ignore Pain. Like right now, Ignore Pain is the only thing we have that's kind of off the global cooldown. But prot warriors make up for it. We're the one class that can really have good blocks. Like paladins can block as well, but they're not as consistent of blockers as we are. And the fact that we have stuff like Neltharion's Fury really makes up for that. The fact that we can guarantee block chances, and the fact that with anger management we can have very short cooldowns of demoralizing shout, and these in raids you're not always actively tanking, so while we are actively tanking we can really mitigate things in whatever way we need to. It's very powerful, but you really need to know what you're doing. However, if you are in that mythic level progression guild like SCO, then you're gonna need the best. There's no doubt about the fact that you need the best. You need the top. You need the #1 tank. And prot warriors, I would say, are #3, #4 best tank. We're behind druids, we're behind monks, but by no means are we bad at all. Where's the Ripkey emoji? As soon as they release it, that's gonna be the first one out. So I've been told YouTube Gaming has kind of let everybody know that by the end of the year, custom emojis will be fully implemented. So we should be able to get our custom emojis by the end of the year. So no legendary. I did get a legendary last night, so I don't think we're gonna get any legendaries today. So we'll go ahead, leave this group, even though they were amazing. Very fast run. Warriors are dead, mate. The ending of Grim sucked. I agree, STL. It was way too many loose ends that they tried to tie in together in one quick little brief half season. Wasn't good. It wasn't what I wanted. Did you miss the rip keys? Deep? No, that was our first key right now, and that was over in like 20 something minutes. That was a +11 Neltharion's Lair. Now let's look for something else that's at least a +10 that has some people. Okay, here we go. +13 EOA. So you guys want rip key? I think +13 EOA with raging is gonna be our rip key. Is there a huge spread on tanks at the moment? Last time I checked, yeah, no, they're all relatively close, Heath. They are all very relatively close. A lot closer than they were in Nighthold. So Nighthold created a bigger disparity, but even then, in Nighthold, it wasn't. There was a big disparity, but every tank can make it happen. Every tank was available to kind of tank Nighthold. But when Tomb of Sargeras came out, they restructured the way the damage was handed out in order to be friendlier to every single tank. That means more physical damage, more damage that can be mitigated via armor and stuff like that. And Tomb of Sargeras closed the gap even more. In Nighthold, the only person that really stood out was the fact that bears could one-tank Mythic Gul'dan when that came out. That was ridiculous. And then the fact that a monk could use heavy stagger to solo tank Tichondrius was also very ridiculous. But besides those, and bears being the big one, bears were just amazing. Besides bears, everybody else was relatively close. Can't get into any tanks except for warrior axes. Yeah, I agree. I used to play a Death Knight tank as well, way back when in Wrath, and so Death Knight tanks are cool too. Mehmet, what's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. Warriors are greater than paladins. Look, Max isn't gonna like it, but the numbers don't lie right now. And as a paladin, trying to survive Fell Claws is such. It's just it's such an extreme thing that for warriors it just comes easily. So we are looking for 2 more, by the way, for this plus 13. We need a healer and we need a DPSer. What's up, Brittany? How you doing? You play both Demon Hunter and a warrior tank. They are different. You would love more self-healing, but you do not have the bracers. Heath, yeah, those bracers are amazing. As soon as I got the bracers, it was a completely different experience for me. It's insane how much these guys do. Stat priority. For protection warriors axis, the stat priority is you want haste, and you're gonna want as much haste as you can get. You're gonna want haste to anywhere between 35 to 40% if you can get it. But if you're sitting like me at around 30% haste, you're good. Like 30% haste is the bottom of the barrel. This is where you should be. 30% comfortable. 35% is what you should shoot for, and maybe by the end of the next raid getting up to 40% would be the best. If you get the perfect itemization of haste mastery everywhere, then that would be beautiful. But yeah, haste up until about 35%, and then you want mastery right after that. And then mastery is going to be a little bit better than versatility. So haste mastery outweighs versatility a little bit, and then crit you just don't care about. If it has crit, that's fine. If it doesn't, you never want to get crit on purpose. Isn't that hard? I hope so. I hope we can get some of these people here. There's some 930s in there. You see how it is? Demon Hunter, you log into nothing. Brittany logs. Don't worry about it, Brittany. You can't type and I can't speak today. Bolt Star, how you doing, man? It's been a while that since I've seen you in the live streams. How you been? Gonna be sad the moment when no healing from bracers? Yeah, I don't know how. Legion is one of those weird expansions, right? They added all these new systems that are gonna be around only for Legion. Like they added legendaries and they added artifact weapons. With the artifact weapons comes new abilities. So when the new expansion drops, we're no longer gonna have our artifact abilities. We're no longer going to have Neltharion Sphere. We're no longer going to have our legendaries. My Boomkin isn't going to have his new moon spell. New moon, full moon, half moon. And a Boomkin rotation without that is going to feel very empty. So I don't know how they're going to replace legendaries and artifact abilities next expansion. But they need to. It's just going to feel like there's part of your rotation missing. I know artifact abilities are so key and vital to so many rotations. I wonder how they're going to replace that. Oh, that sucks, Brittany. You came in late, so you missed the first part of the chat at work. What is that helmet I'm wearing? It looks special. I think it's like the LFG coloration of things. Armament of the Rotten Mind. It drops in Tomb, but I don't remember what color. I think I'm wearing the LFG color for it. Where is it? It drops from Desolate Host, and it's the LFG color of it. Yeah. So the LFG color of this helmet, I think heroic is green and normal is blue and LFR is purple. I can't remember exactly. Work has been kicking your ass lately? Damn. I'm sorry to hear that, Bolt. Work is never fun. Huge gameplay difference with the bracers, yeah. I used to have the gloves, and my second legendary was shoulders, and it made a big difference once I got over to bracers. Whenever you're getting hit really hard, and you start generating all that rage from damage taken, and you're just eating it up with ignore pain, the amount of heals you're getting from the bracers too really stacks up. What's up, Epic? How you doing, man? Tootie, say what is it so? What are we talking about? We need one more DPSer. We have a 942, we're not picking it up? you feel like they'll make those skills just skills after the next X pack? Yeah, I think so too. I think that they're gonna have to definitely do something with that, right? There's gonna be such an empty feeling because it's just part of everyone's rotation. What talents am I running for High Mythic Plus? Still don't have any braces for your warriors. Sad times. Phobonics, I'm running the same talents. So the only thing I would suggest is if you really want to change talents between Mythic Pluses and Raid, is instead of picking up Inspiring Presence, you should pick up Impending Victory to be able to heal yourself whenever you want to. And if you don't like Shockwave, you can pick up Warbringer. Warbringer does not share diminishing returns with other stuns, so Warbringer is good, especially if you're running something where you need to kite, like a Necrotic week or something like that. Warbringer is going to be really good. All of these other things I find to be pretty standard. Anger management is very good now because if you have the new tier set bonus, you generate and eat so much rage. Anger management becomes way better than heavy repercussions. Vengeance and Devastator are always going to combine really well. Warlord's Challenge combines with your new tier set bonus, so you generate and eat more rage again. And then Renewed Fury or Best Served Cold. The thing with me is Best Served Cold has been nerfed so many times. It's only a 5% damage bump up to 5 targets. I'd much rather have a constant 10%, but that's just me. I haven't crunched the numbers to see which one of these is exactly better. They're both going to be really close though. Let's help keep summoning, and then we'll be able to jump in here. You want to be undead prot so bad? Yeah. The reason why I became an undead warrior was mostly because of someone who used to make PvP videos called GeForce. I remember seeing his videos and being like, undead warriors look amazing. You got 7 legendaries on your warrior, no bracers? Ouch. I got my legendary chest piece yesterday, which is one of the worst ones as a prot warrior. The whole sentence just made you vomit. Prot warriors all day. They could integrate the legendary abilities into the class. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. I hope they do. Maybe not the legendaries. If the legendary stuff goes away, that's fine. But the artifact weapon abilities are really good for every class. So that's the one that I hope the artifact weapon appearances, the artifact weapon abilities stay. If the legendary little special things go away, that's okay. I'm okay with that, especially for PvP. Oh, the legendary stuff too. Yeah, it's gonna. I don't know. They have to go away, right? There's gonna be new gear. There's gonna be a new system coming out, but I don't know how they're gonna fix it. So level 13. Let's see how this goes. Stuff is gonna hurt. So since we are on a plus 13, if I do get too many things that do have raging, I am gonna have to start kiting, just because it is a much higher level of Mythic Plus. I got that mount. Yeah, I did, Tootie. I made a whole guide for it as well. The Lucid Nightmare mount. What's up, Scott? How you doing, man? What's up, Mehmet? Welcome, welcome. Just a dead expansion? What? It's all just a new troll and we die? Oh man, that'd be terrible. The end screen just says, please play Overwatch. Oh, that hurt everyone. That quake there hurt everybody. Haven't crunched the numbers, better call up to then. Yeah, I can normally run some decent spreadsheets myself to figure out some of the numbers, but I haven't done it yet on those 2 talent points. I just figure they're so close They weren't before. Revenge had a big buff, but it's been nerfed so many times I figured it's roughly the same thing now. I did have to spell reflect that because they were starting to hurt me. It's okay. My DPS is pulling for me, but it's not like it's a plus 13 where they can get one shot by trash, right? Oh man, anxious DPSers. And then they'll blame the tank. It'll be great. It'll be great. All right, I think we're okay here. If they follow Diablo, we'll only have legendaries from random world bosses. Yep. I hope they don't follow Diablo. I like Diablo, but I like Diablo for as long as it's its own thing. I don't think I would want Diablo WoW. Alright, so hopefully they don't DPS both of these ads too much, because we are going to need them, especially since it's tyrannical this week. Things are going to hit just that much harder. So Crashing Wave, I'm going to have to pop a cooldown, and I still couldn't survive that. I got hit with 8 mil. So I'm going to have to pop something else. I'm going to have to pop something else if I want to survive the next Crashing Wave. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I know Crashing Wave is going to hurt like hell now, so I didn't think it was going to hurt that bad. So here it is. Let's try to survive this. 15%. Alright, but we survived. On the boss reset? Oh, man. Alright, so we're going to have to go back in there again. GG. This is a rip key with the boss resetting. It's go 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 style. 13 is cake. I don't know what you're talking about. Especially with the new update, right? They changed all of the difficulties, so it's like, yeah, plus 13. It's fine. It's like an old plus 17. Plus 17, no problem. All right, so let's see how we're gonna handle this time. They did take a lot of ideas from D3 this expansion, to be completely honest. So here's a Crashing Wave, and we survived it just fine. So here it is. Keep that at exactly where it is, and we're good. The only bad part is for this next Crashing Wave, I'm not going to have too many things to use, and if I move out of the way exactly, it should only do 1 tick instead of 2 on me, but it's still going to hit hard. So that was still a pretty decent sized hit on me. And so here it is, we have that going, and we should be fine. The boss should go down with maybe one more Crashing Wave at this point. Alright, so that ad is just going to stay there. Unless it starts casting a heal, I don't need to worry too much about it. Here's the second Crashing Wave, and here's this other ad. I want to stay on it just in case it starts casting, and there it is. Perfect. At this point, with 6%, we should be fine, but just in case we aren't, I do still want to pick up the ad. Perfect. You can't kite it. You can't tank it, kite it. Absolutely, Chaos. If you can't take that damage, you need to run away. And on a plus 13 with raging, there are some mobs that are just going to be doing too much damage for you to tank. Do you need to finish all in the same week to get the mount? No, Paulo. Paulo, the mount progression does not reset every week. So you can do 2 steps today, 2 steps next month. It doesn't matter. It's not going to affect you. World of Diablo craft. Yep. Can you read up what you wrote? Yeah, give me 1 second, Mehmet. Wow, took a lot of ideas. Yeah. Alright, so let's skip this. Let's run on over to the side. If you jump off this edge, by the way, you will die. So jump off a little bit closer to the boat. The affixes this week epic are Raging, Volcanic, and Tyrannical. So Raging, Volcanic, Tyrannical, yeah. Alright, I'm going to pull a lot of this little trash as well. So I do want to interrupt her. Alright. I wanted to move her away from the snail before we got the snail, but we still got it. I'm still trying to kite her a little bit more. And we should be okay with this. With her being raging, if she hit anyone with one of those spells, it would have been an instant death sentence. I hope that Demon Hunter moves. Yeah, that Demon Hunter was right underneath the Volcanic. I was hoping it wasn't going to kill him. Also with these droplets, if you can, run away at the last second before they die. And that's mostly because they do a slow. Although the slow can be cleansed off, I hardly see anyone cleansing it. So I will throw out a stun, I will throw out a snare, and just start running away from the droplets. It's good percentage, it's easy percentage, and there it is. We have all we need to. Our healer has as much mana as it needs to. I need the snail boss? No, I don't. What's up, Kevin? Snail Dan. We used to have Seagull Dan, and now it's Snail Dan. Although I think Seagull Dan would be deadlier, but Snail Dan wouldn't be fun either. Alright, so hopefully that person with Curse of the Witch looks right in here and just one-shots everything. Perfect. That Curse of the Snail is used to kill those droplets, by the way. And I don't see a lot of people doing it, but it should be done. What are the best relics? Alex, the best relics are the ones that offer the talent point for Ignore Pain. And if we're talking about the new system, if you get a relic that offers Ignore Pain and Armor or Blocking, either one of those two, those are going to be your best ones. The ones right below that will be Ignore Pain and Stamina. But yeah, the Ignore Pain and Armor or Blocking are going to be your best ones in the new system, which I don't have any of. I looked into my relics, I looked to see what I could get on the Netherlight Crucible, and I couldn't get a very good second talent point on any of them. There was one that I could, that I just bought with the Unveiled Argonite, but it's not very good otherwise. Do groups ever not get that snail? Sometimes. It depends on the positioning of the Naga. If she isn't really close to that snail, you can interrupt and kind of run away. It's perfectly fine. So, yeah. So sometimes I get groups that don't get that. One of my people went down. Who was it? Oh, a warlock. A warlock went down. That's fine. So I have Curse of the Witch. I'm also going to aim it right in the middle. I did hit a few people, but got all those ads down, which is the important part. So one of our people is down. As soon as we get a res going, I will continue pulling. But in the meantime, I'll run, get ready to pull. And then when they're up, we'll go ready to go. What eye level am I, Kevin? I am 932 equipped right now. Alright, so let's get this group with this guy. We should be okay, even though this is a relatively large pull. Hopefully everybody in this group kind of takes him down as soon as they can. I didn't get to finish my Neltharian's Fury there, just because of oh no, there's a seagull, and I'm gonna get hit by this magic damage. Okay, we're good, we survived it. Yeah, I didn't get to finish my Neltharian's Fury because of Volcanic there on that pull, so that kind of sucked. There's the seagull, and hopefully nobody dies. Oh no, our mage got one shot. Alright, but besides that kind of mishap with the seagull, we should be fine. And so I'm gonna keep pulling a little bit. I didn't see the res going off, and even if it does go off, it can still happen in combat. There it is. Axis, no problem. And I'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Even +5 people asking for 930 in pubs. Yeah, there's most people just want things to be easy, right? So they don't want to have to struggle through anything. And if you get lower item level people, it'll be a bit of a struggle, a bit of a hassle to kind of have to work things out with them. If you're lower item level, you probably have to rotate a few cooldowns, know what you're doing a lot more, and it's easier to get someone that's overgeared. It's sad when people ask for item levels way above, yeah. Mehmet, I'm trying to scroll up now. Let's see. Using Safeguard and Warlords charged for Mythic Plus, both are great. Please test it. Who do you safeguard when you run that? Do you safeguard your healer, or what's the purpose behind using Safeguard? Alright, and let's keep clearing a lot more of this. I do like to clear out just about all of this before I even get the pull on that boss. It just helps. It helps kind of mitigate any of the area, or kind of clear up all the area. And also, it's just, I don't know, I like seeing my percentage be a little bit closer, even if we have killed the boss. Seaguldan hates squishies? Yeah. Thank you for the kind words, everyone. I'm glad you guys enjoy the stream. And I try to keep it as interactive as possible. So at this point, we'll just go ahead and pull the boss. We have one seagull way over there. Not going to be a big deal. That shouldn't affect us. We shouldn't have to engage it or get into combat with it. Never write what you... Yeah, it did, Mehmet. You're talking about Safeguard and the chess piece, but I asked you, like, what's the purpose behind it? How do you use that combination? Is it to use on your healers or on your DPSers? And normally when you're running Safeguard that frequently, and when you use it to such great effect, it's normally because you run with the same healer all the time, and it's easier to make a macro that does /target the healer's name and then /intercept. And when you PUG all the time, you would have to need a mouse over focus macro or something like that to run it. But I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just asking, how do you use it and what the purpose is behind it? Because I don't think my healer should be taking too much damage, like especially this week. Raging Volcanic, my healer shouldn't be getting hit to Volcanic if he knows how to avoid it, and my healer shouldn't be getting hit with Raging as long as I have aggro. So I'm just wondering how you use it. That's it. At this point, I need to interrupt this rampage. There it is, as quickly as possible. If you can get a second trinket from the Argonite gear, yeah, you can. You can get as many trinkets as you have to spend Veiled Argonites in. Like, I keep buying necklaces at this point. I have a 900 item level necklace, and the thing is, it has a socket and it's really good secondary stats. So I'm trying to get something that's 910, hopefully itemized with really good stats, maybe even a socket, but no luck so far. But yeah, it's you can re-roll as many times as you want. That's what it's there for. EOA is your most hated dungeon. You can't stand it. My most hated has to be Court of Stars, and that's because it can be the difference in it, the variance in it, just really bugs me. I just want something that I can get down the same way every time. And I understand it's only one small portion of it that has that variance, but it's just it's enough to kind of bug me. Although for some people that variance is what makes Court of Stars really interesting and really worth it. Alright, so that should be enough. 71%, we're going to get... Oh man, we're killing this guy too. 71%, we are going to get 10% just based off of the big guys alone, not to mention this cave. So 71% should be perfect. Let's just pull these Murlocs here so that we don't pull them with the other group. So every now and then you find the Murlocs in a position like this where it's easier to pull them like this, because when they pull with the other group they can do a ton of damage. But right now it's not that bad. Get some kiting going, and I'm just gonna start running towards the area that I should be running in. There we go. Perfect. You can do the target focus, target set the healer. Yeah, you can. I'm just wondering. You do it for big hits. So Mehmet, on a week like this where you have tyrannical, you would do it on a boss that just hits really hard. You would run your safeguard with your chest piece to get a small little bubble going. Alright, so now those snails do de-aggro, by the way. I know in instances most things don't de-aggro, but those snails do. And this is also another really good group that we got right now for this. You can only equip one trinket. What are we talking about? Are we talking about legendary trinkets, or why would you only be able to equip one trinket? Or are you talking about the new crafted trinkets? Because if you're talking about the Argonite trinkets, the new trinkets that you get that you re-roll into, you should be able to re-roll into many different trinkets. Some of them might have the unique claws attached to them, but not necessarily all of them. Those quakes really hurt. I hate this pull when it's fortified weak. When it's fortified, those guys really know how to bring pain. And saving your DPS or healer for crucial moments saves a lot of people for safeguard. Okay. Alright, so we got all of that down. Our healer is up to full mana. Let's get this pull going. We can get BOE relics? I didn't know that. I should have looked at some of my relics before I just trashed them all and sold them all. You're using a mouse over macro? Okay. So again, every single quake you do want to reposition, because that small little aftershock area will cause a lot of issues for you, and it'll do a ton of damage, especially on a tyrannical week. So anytime you have melee, which I do have my melee demon hunter there, I want to give him the space to not have the quake right under his feet. So I'm gonna move after this ground slam just to give the demon hunter the proper positioning. And so if he stands right behind his foot right now, he won't have any quakes near him. Now, if my healer decides to start meleeing right up against his foot, he will have a quake, but I think we should be okay. As long as he knows not to stand in the quake. So there's another quake right now. I'll stand in between it. Is this game hard? Yeah, it is. This game is too difficult. It depends on what level you play it at. If you play just looking for raid and just do that content, it's not too bad. But if you decide to take it all the way to the furthest edge and become a Mythic Raider, then yes, this game is very difficult. It offers a little bit for everyone. You can play it casually, you can play it hardcore. So here's another Quake, and my Demon Hunter has enough space. I see him hiding in the corner there, so I won't move him. We'll just take him down where he is right now. We'll be good to go. Not getting your rib key on. I'm sorry, STL. I'm trying. This is a plus 13. I realize that Inspiring Presence is not worth it to take. No, in 5-mans, Inspiring Presence does not have that much of a benefit. In raids, it does. But yeah, in 5-mans, Inspiring Presence isn't as amazing as it is in raids. Yeah, Super Bear. If you can't equip 2 trinkets from the Argonite, that just means that you unfortunately got the same trinket twice from rolling on that, and it has a unique clause attached to it. The wind effect in EOA is just frustrating. I agree. I don't know why. I don't know what purpose it serves to kind of further the player experience besides frustration. I don't really see it. Now that you're 905 item level, you can do a +2. You can easily do a +2. Now that you're 905, you should be able to even do a +10 if you are very comfortable with your spec and what you're doing in your rotation. But if you aren't that comfortable with everything that you're doing as a 902, you should be able to run a +6 with the first, get the first 2 affixes going, get a Raging Volcanic. I think we're missing we're missing 1%. So anything we really kill, well, not anything, some things are half, but like this guy right here will be 1%. That's all we need. Yeah, if it's a brand new tune STL and you're not comfortable with the rotation, you're not comfortable with what you're doing, then start off at a +2. That's perfectly fine, but you're gonna find it to be relatively easy as long as the rest of your group also has decent gear. Alright, again, check up on my healer. He's at full mana. Let's run in. LFR hero. You can absolutely be an LFR hero, man. I have seen people's accounts that are complete LFR heroes be higher item level than heroic level heroes, than heroic level raiders. And that's just because of the way that Warforging and Titan Forging works. And that kind of sucks. I don't agree with that, but that's just the way it is. If you get lucky with your rolls in LFR, you can become one of the top geared people in your realm, even. Now, it does take a lot of luck, a lot of attempts, but it's a thing that can happen. So we should be perfectly fine with being able to take this boss down. Doesn't seem like anyone's having too big of mistakes. The moves that need to be split damage are being split. Everything is being run out. Nobody's running into this massive deluge. So everything's working out pretty well. So the Mystic Tornado right now should be split between everybody. Or the there it is. That was split. It's perfectly fine. And again, I don't want to run out too much away from the Wrath, just because he will slap one of my melee, but you can run away somewhat. So as long as you're comfortable with that range, you kind of dance around that range. Nobody else should be taking aggro and getting hit. And another big thing is to all stick together. So even though we were all getting different things, if you all run around the Wrath and split up around him, your healer can't catch up and you will go down. So that's a +13. Oh, and we got a really nice ring. That is a very nice ring. Haste and a socket. The only bad part is that crit. I don't think we'll be equipping it though. It has a lot less haste than my current one. It's mostly for crit. So if anyone in the group needs it, we'll be giving it away for anyone in the group. Time to go. We'll catch up later for sure, man. Thanks for stopping by, Paolo. What's up, Katie? How you doing? How you doing today? You hate lightning the most? Almost impossible to find the food buff. Oh, the lighting? Yeah. Let's not push it and +1 and go from here. I don't think this group... No, everybody just left the group. So this group isn't going to be doing anything else. Alright, let's find another group. Let's do one more Mythic Plus before we jump into Tomb of Sargeras. There's a few things that I really want to do in TOS. Like, I would love to get my shoulders. Here's a Cathedral. +11 Cathedral. Fast run. It's just fast. Don't worry about it. It'll be fast. It'll be fun. We'll have some goofs. We'll have some gaffs. No one else is really looking for tanks. So if we can't get into this one... I don't know if we want to do a Black Root Cold. Yep. +11 Cathedral. Let's do it. Let's get a Cathedral done. Let me catch up with chat as well. This is my vanilla through Warlord's main. Yeah, why don't you just do a +2 and slowly work your way up. But with 905, you should be able to get up to a +10 even. You haven't played WoW in like 6 months, waiting for this new MMO to come out. Which new MMO are you waiting to come out? You did your first Mythic Plus at 880 on your new Druid Healer. How'd it go? How'd that go, Heath? Am I going to vendor it? Yeah, unfortunately I vendored it. Didn't really need it. Giveaway. If I could give you guys that ring, I would, but it's not what Blizzard wants me to do. Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. I think I've heard of it. You like that I say people's names all fancy? Which name was that? Oh, you're talking about Spanish names. Yeah. Alright, we have 3 warriors in here. I think we need another warrior in here. Not gonna lie. If we can get another warrior that has maxed out first aid skill as a healer, we're good. Just all 5 warriors. Only +11 for a Cathedral. There wasn't anything else. If there had been anything else a little bit higher, then we would have gone to it. We also got a chest piece here with some AP. I need this last level of AP so I can go back to my Crucible and upgrade my relics again. Got a different second trinket from the Veiled Argonite. Alright, there you go. You did a Mythic with 5 trolls a while back? That's funny. Gearing up your monk, Katie. Alright, so by Friday, you're going to be joining us this Friday, Katie? Same people that made EverQuest are making Pantheon. Nice. Okay. Should be good then. There's also a new I used to play a little bit of Magic the Gathering, and there's gonna be a new kind of like Hearthstone competitor with Magic the Gathering called Magic Arena, I believe. So that might be fun. So all we need at this point is one more DPSer. Or actually, we need our healer. I saw a priest, and I assumed healer. Nope, that's a Shadow Priest. Warrior healer, just run up behind people and shout at them, get better in victory, punch them in the face. That'll be good. See, we'll kind of run it. We'll run it like a drill team. The healing warrior will be a drill sergeant that'll just motivate us, just yell at us all the time, get us pumped, get us back in there. He'll fill up my rage bar. I'll be able to do more ignore pains. It'll be great. Resto's good. You did normal tomb last night. Went from 885 to 900. Nice. That's a good jump up for one run. You love DQ. I didn't get to play too much. I didn't get to play EQ. Gearing alt is easy right now. If you just do world quests on Argus, yeah. So we're waiting for the last healer for this rip key. Trying to get you guys your rip key. Trying to get you guys your rip key. Your monk is 897 with no legendary so far. Ouch. Hey, if you do a +7, you can go into a normal TOS. Normal TOS I feel is easier than a +7. If a toon has not done a Mythic dungeon, do they need to clear it on Mythic normal before they can enter Mythic Plus? No. No, Chaos. If you have the item level for it, you can jump into a Mythic Plus anything. So if you make a brand new toon and you somehow get you somehow get 900 item level from just world questing, you can jump into a +5, into a +10, into anything like that, and you don't have to do the regular Mythic before. The only things that you need to watch out for is that Karazhan has an attunement, although I don't know if they finally made it account wide, and the Seat of the Triumvirate has an attunement as well, and that one is account wide, so as long as you do it on your main, you'll be fine. I'm describing the Warlord class from D&D. 4th edition. I've never played D&D, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I wish I had. There's a D&D and Pathfinders I think are relatively popular. You're missing your raid night tonight, Phobonics? That sucks. Away at work? I understand. Death Metal Bard. An 850 healing, a +7. Yep. That's why H is important. What are we talking about? Mehmet, thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by, and good luck out there, man. 900 plus toons are good to go. Absolutely. Yeah. Less than 921 from mainly solo grinding and questing. Wow. Yeah, getting 921 only from solo grinding and questing is impressive. Hopefully you get a legendary soon. Kara is account wide. Okay, so yeah, if you've already unlocked Kara or anything, you can just jump in there. They should bring back Sunwell. Not a lot of people did Sunwell. I think BT has that nostalgia with people, and the fact that in Legion they brought back Illidan. It's very fresh in people's mind to realize that, you know, hey, we had Illidan back in Black Temple. Let's go back in there. Since Illidan is still around now, it helps keep it alive. Oh, okay, Phobonics. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they had made Karazhan account wide. I know my 2 toons did the attunement quest, but I only have my 2 110s at the moment. You have a D&D Pathfinder game with your boyfriend and a few others every Friday and Saturday. That sounds fun. Surprised that a time warp Nax hasn't turned up. The thing is, they did level 60 Nax and then they did level 85 Nax. So not sure if they'll time warp Nax anytime soon, since it was done more recently than something like Black Temple. No healers? No, we're not. There are no healers that want to come to Cathedral. If we don't get a group going in 2 minutes, we'll jump out. You have 900 plus on 2 tanks and a healer? Damn. Dedication. Although Chaos, to be fair, I think Max has got you beat, but that's more than me. You want to play an MMO so bad? Why not this one? You can play this one with buying in-game tokens instead of paying real money. So you don't need to really pay a subscription fee. You just need to farm. If you farm maybe like 2 days a month, you'll be fine. You got a 930 life relic from a greater invasion. I wish I had that luck with relics. My luck with relics is not very good. You got brisket on the smoker. That sounds delicious, man. Oh, somebody just stated out that we're not getting any healers because it's regular Mythic instead of Mythic Keystone. Maybe. Oh, Nax was level 80. Wrath. Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought Wrath was 85 for a second there. I'm sorry. Nax can just be the time warper of WoW. Every expansion gets a Nax. Nax was a cool place to be in. It was very thematic, and some of the boss fights were fun and difficult. But I don't know about releasing it every X pack. I think you're overestimating the fun of it. But yeah, there were some bosses that were just whatever. But like doing the dance, that was fun. And I say fun in the sense of it was funny figuring it out, and then when people would fail at it, it was hilarious. But there were some guilds that were very stuck on it for a while. The 4 horsemen were very difficult, and then you had Thaddeus was another one of those interesting fights. Although also we have Maiden right now, which is similar. All right, so we're not finding a group for this too. We'll start flying back to Dalaran. If we make it back to Dalaran, we'll drop group, find something else. I'm not vegan? No, I'm not. I'm not vegan, unfortunately. I don't know if I ever stated that I was. No. Not close to being vegan. You've had silly luck on the healer. You got legendaries on the first turn-in. Wow. Why be vegan when there's ribs in the world? Oh no, rip battery, Brittany. Alright. We'll see you when you come back. 4 horsemen and vanilla killed your guild. 4 horsemen killed a lot of people, especially in vanilla. Even when we talk about Wrath, 4 horsemen was one of those really big hurdles. AQ40, BWO. I know AQ40 really did upset a lot of people as well. Alright, we're gonna drop this group. They are not finding anything, and let's try to find another rip key. Did they just get one? I think I saw the +11. I thought I saw a no, it's a +9 that just got a healer. Okay. Yeah, I know AQ40 really upset a lot of people. The thing is, back then, yeah, they still don't have anything else. Back then, you know, the upgrades weren't as big as nowadays, but the difficulty seemed to go up a lot more. So as the raids progressed, you needed to farm out more and more gear. And nowadays the thought of farming out gear and farming out for the next week of progression rating, it exists, but only for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then you expect to be able to move up all the way to the end. But back then it was 40-man raids. There was less loot per boss, and the fact that you needed to farm out gear was more prevalent. And farming out gear took you know 1 or 2 months, and even then that was only for the top guilds. Upper Kara +14 with Raging and Volcanic. Sure, let's get a rip key. Let's get a rip key going. I've probably been asked this. But what's my view on vanilla servers? Personally, you'd like it. That's when you really learn to warrior. I have a little bit of, I don't know. I can't say that I fully like private servers or that I fully dislike them. They serve a purpose. There are some people that really like vanilla, but most of the private servers out there, they do a certain expansion, but they don't do it truly. Like they say come over here and experience vanilla the way it used to be. But then they have, you know, ×7 multipliers on everything, which vanilla was also known for the fact that it was very difficult to level up, very difficult to get gold. So I think if private servers kept it exactly to how it was, then people playing it can get that real experience. But I think going to private servers that have those really big multipliers, I don't see the point. You hit max level in a few hours, and then at max level it's still not the same because you have all these big multipliers with all this gold multiplying and yeah, it's just not the same. But if people play a private server that doesn't have those multipliers and they do play it for that experience, hats off to them. I didn't do too much end game in vanilla myself, and I like the way that things have gone in terms of WoW progressing. The only private server I would do would probably be Wrath of the Lich King. If there was, I know that there has to be a Wrath of the Lich King private server out there, but that would be the only one I would ever really do. Nax did kill some guilds, absolutely. Where's all the freaking healers? Yeah, we couldn't find one. So instead of a +11 cathedral, we went into a +14 upper. So this is not going to be fun. Some AQ40 trash was harder than the bosses. Yeah, again, I didn't do a lot of endgame in vanilla. I was around in vanilla, but didn't do endgame. You'll guess you'll reactivate. Yeah, all you need to do is farm out a little bit, especially if you're doing something like world quests, and then you start queuing up for stuff like Raid Finder when you have the bonuses. You can work out getting enough money. The defilement runes are still selling. The price is kind of going down, although the price goes down during the day, and at night the price goes up a little bit. So if you guys want to get more bang for your buck, sell your defilement runes at night, and you'll get maybe like an extra 20 to 40%. Vanilla was hell. I loved it. Yeah, there's a few things in vanilla that I don't miss. One of those being Dire Maul. The fact that you needed to run Dire Maul so much to gear up in preparation for stuff like Elbers and Ubers, in preparation for Molten Core. I hated Dire Maul. I just did. I hated Dire Maul. Dire Maul, everything in Dire Maul had the biggest aggro radius I've ever seen in my life, and everything came in packs of like 3 and was just difficult to deal with. I think my worst gripe with gearing up in vanilla was Dire Maul. That was hell for me. When we talk about how much hell vanilla was, that's Dire Maul. You're talking legit Blizzard vanilla servers. Oh, Phobonics, if Blizzard provided their own legit servers, that'd be cool. I would absolutely have a character on one of them. I like the way the game is now as well, because now we expect certain things, right? Like now I expect things to be balanced in a certain way. I expect fights to react a certain way. Like I know how aggro works. I know how there's a lot of things that we take for granted that kind of just work now, that I expect them to work a certain way. And so it's really cool to have things like that. And it would suck in vanilla servers when things were kind of broken on purpose, but I would still have a character there. I miss hybrid specs for fun. Didn't think that volcanic was gonna hit me at all. I didn't think I was even that close to it. You were lucky enough to raid in all vanillas except for Nax. That's most people. Most people didn't get to see Nax, but they saw everything up to like BWL and AQ. Alright, now we'll stay way the hell away from that volcanic. AQ40 bug farm was legit. You wrote an app to sniff the price of WoW gold tokens and pick the best price to get them. At this point, they're up to like mid 150s in US. I don't know how much they are in Europe, but I know Europe is basically just double the US market. Is this app a public app, Chaos, or is this for private use? And I was able to get 1 mil too before before TOS launched. Right after Nighthold came out, I was able to get 1 mil. And I recently used a lot of the remainder I had from that time to buy Destiny 2. So when Destiny 2 comes out, I'm going to be bringing that up. I see. I see. So you have your own little command line setup going. Blizz will never do it. Yeah, I don't think Blizzard will ever make vanilla servers. I think when they decide to do something like that, they'd have to implement vanilla and BC and Wrath and MOP and WAD. Like they'd have to implement a server for every expansion, and I don't think they'll do it. They would be splitting up their player base, and at first they would need like a few servers to run everything because it would be hyped up, and then they would need to probably roll all those servers into one because not a lot of people would play that all the time. There wouldn't be enough for an economy, for a constant economy. Alright, so we are going to take these guys one pull at a time. And since we don't have something like Sanguine, we can actually pull these guys back here. Hopefully everybody else joins me here. Alright, let's see. I will reset this guy right now. And then we can keep pulling trash. Alright, so I'll pull the furthest pack first, so that hopefully we can... Alright, so if people are running back here, we'll go ahead and run back here. I should try a plus 12 with Rockmora. Yeah, I did a plus 11. That was the first key you missed today, Katie, was a plus 11 Neltharians. Alright, so let's generate some rage before all of these guys run up to us. We do have Curator here, so I am going to pull this back as well. Didn't think I was going to get Curator on that, but since we did, it's not too bad having to kill him, or having to reset him. And he should reset very, very soon. Dire Maul was not that bad. Dire Maul was very unforgiving, needed CC. Yeah, and the aggro radiuses on Dire Maul were ridiculous. The troll arena in the hinterlands. There was a lot of things in vanilla that were a little frustrating. I think the fun things in vanilla were, for example, if you played on a PvP realm, if you played on a PvP realm in vanilla, you remember STV. Like there is no way you don't remember leveling in STV. And there was a few places that were like that. I know for level 60s, sometimes Silithus was also like that. Ungoro was crazy for PvP as well in that area, but I mean nothing kind of compared to STV for ganking in PvP realms. But yeah, there was a few things that vanilla did better. But for the most part, I think all of us expect things to work a certain way. Like loot works a certain way now that it didn't work back then. And I think if we went back and did all of the vanilla, everything vanilla, especially even like loot, I think a lot of people would get very frustrated. Alright, I need to pull this guy. Here's the evocate. So I do need to pull this guy out of here. It's in a very bad position right now. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and run way over here. And pull him way over here. There's still a bit of an open space for everybody to kind of run through. Except everybody just went down for some reason. Everybody went down. Okay, well, everybody went down. Not sure what happened with that. Everybody went down and he reset. Don't know why that happened. Blackrock Depths. BRD wasn't too bad. $925 from Relinquished. Nice, Katie. You're getting lucky on those rolls. You wish Blizz would do progression servers like EverQuest does? What is that, Scott? Like they start from vanilla, work their way up, and reset everything again? Molten Span Chain PvP? Oh, jeez. Is this dungeon hard? This dungeon isn't too bad. It's one of the more difficult ones. Karazhan has a bigger difficulty, but the plus 14 is what makes it the most difficult. The fact that we're trying this in a plus 14 is really the big part. Kazakh was fun, especially when someone one exploding. Yeah, the person that exploded it did a wreck bomb on it. It was a paladin. Do you miss bubble hearthing? Do you miss fighting a paladin and having them bubble hearth? You come back again and you get a 910 Arcano for your prop paladin? Mehmet, that's nice, man. That's insane. Alright, we still need one res. I hope they didn't go AFK at this point. You missed the fact that tanking was super hard to multi-tank. But if you could, you were loved. Yeah, getting like getting and maintaining cleave aggro over your DPS was difficult for sure. It was very, very difficult. Aggro was a fickle beast back then. That's why you always waited for 3 Sunders. What's up, Heather? How you doing? Thank you for coming back. And see the amazing mounts, the new mounts, Heather. This mage went AFK. We wiped and they just went AFK mid-run. It sucks. We can't format this boss, especially missing a range. So hopefully they come back quickly. I think this mage was the leader's friend too. You want to hear a vanilla story? Oh sure, we'll hear a vanilla story, man. PvPing at Crossroads. I used to do a lot of PvP at Crossroads. Nah, people are leaving. I saw a hearth right now, right? Alright. Well, this is a rib key. You guys wanted a rib key. I think this is it. They just went offline. you had a pally, a bubble hearth on you? That sucks. It's funny though. This is exactly what EverQuest does. They start from vanilla, and after the last boss is killed, they open the server for the next X-Pack and so on. That's actually really cool. The new BlizzCon mounts. Oh, Heather, I know BlizzCon is going on right now. Starting an hour ago. Noon. But I don't know what's going on. I'm here live streaming with you guys. But after the live stream, I can catch up. The Blizz mounts? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Alright. People are leaving. Mage is gone. Mage went offline. Here's our rib key. Let's go to TOS at this point. We got 3 good keys, 1 rib key. Let's just change it up to TOS. Did they change the curse client? Yeah, it's a Twitch client now. So if you have the old curse client, if you leave it open for like, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, it tells you to upgrade to the Twitch client, and then once you do, you can continue updating your add-ons. But you won't be able to update your add-ons anymore from the old curse client. You have to change it to the Twitch client. But if you leave it open for a little bit, you should be able to see it. Alright, let's see what Tomb looks like. If we can find a group like this, but they don't need a tank. Avatar, perfect. That's what I need. Heroic avatar for my shoulders. That'd be perfect. Too bad. Yeah, sorry, Heather. Man. Chaos, #1 in the world. You're gonna have to share some screenshots with us. Best memory was having to solo tank Sophia and Harbinger after you may have accidentally got all the tanks killed. Alright, I thought maybe they would accept me here a little bit quicker, but I guess not. So let's see if we can find something else that needs a tank. Oh, here it is. We got in. Avatar. I need it. I want my shoulders. Le rip. Yep, that was our rip. That was our rip key for sure. Every rip key Sunders will donate 10k to your shammy. Jeez. I'm gonna start running +2s, STL. You think it's the pre-show? You didn't see it though? Oh, okay. I mean, they added a ton of mounts in Argus in 7.3. Are they just adding 20 mounts per patch? Did they announce a new expansion already on BlizzCon? You hope they didn't make many changes to it. There's a few, but they're mostly good. In the new Twitch client, you can watch live streams from that app, and you can upgrade all of your add-ons. They made it a little bit better because back in the day, if you didn't pay for Curse Premium, you couldn't update all. You'd have to update one at a time. Now with the Twitch client, you can just hit update all. So there's a few upgrades, and the fact that you can watch streams from there too, that helps. They're doing BlizzCon early this year. Do you think at BlizzCon they will announce the next X Pack? I think so. We've had Legion for over a year now. Legion has been out. I think it came out August, or Legion came out either late August or early September. I can't remember exactly when. I think maybe September. So it's been around a year. So if they announce the next X Pack in November and release it sometime during the next year, maybe the first quarter of next year, we will have had Legion for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And I won't be going to BlizzCon this November. I've never been to a BlizzCon. Whoop, can I get into your +2 group? The 2-seater balloon mount is sick. It does look pretty cool. The one that looks like the a little Zeppelin, it does look cool. Alright, I think we have a full group here. Let's see what we got. We have 229. On this fight, you can 2-heal it if your 2 healers are on it. Let's go ahead and food buff up. Just as a precaution. And maybe even flask. Although I want to see kind of where the group is first. Alright, so we got our food buff. We're up to 32% haste. And I have the wrong trinket equipped, which for the Mythic pluses is working out for the healing, but for steady damage that I'm going to be taking from Avatar, I do want that plus armor. Alright, so with this we should be good. We're running, oh there it is, 239. We got the other healer in here. Alright, so we'll see who is my other tank. My other tank is, I think, the raid leader. So I'm asking him who he's going to tank first. I mean, we've already got a pull timer going. I'm assuming he's tanking Avatar. He's staying right at Avatar. Yeah, that the other tank is taking Avatar first. So I'll be taking Maiden, and I will just take Maiden right here, right where the laser beam is going to come out of. And let's see, the first Desolate just went out. The second Desolate's going out in 7 seconds. And as soon as that goes out, I'll be able to taunt off. So there was the other Desolate. And so now there was a tank switch. The other Desolate will go on me in 2 seconds. There's my shield block to keep my active mitigation up. In the Ruptured Realities, I do want to run out. And I do want to be the first one in. And that's just because if a melee jumps in before me, he will get slapped around. So at this point we should be moving Maiden right over here, way to the right. And the second Desolate will be coming out on me right now. So there it is. I will go ahead and taunt off Maiden. The other tank ran into the circle of Avatar, into his aggro radius. So at this point we should all be on Maiden. Hopefully we have enough DPS. There it is, perfect. People should swap off, so at this point I'm going to walk away a little bit, make sure that nobody keeps hitting her and cleaving her passively. The other tank does have his 2 stacks right now, so I'm going to taunt off. There's the Ruptured Reality. Somebody did go down, unfortunately. Not sure what they went down to. So there's the Desolate again on me. That's the first one, and then the second one should be coming out very soon. There's the Touch of Sargeras. Again, you need 3 people in there. If you have 2, you can make it work, although it's not ideal. The ideal is 3 people. 2 people, someone might have to use a defensive cooldown, might have to go bear form or something if they are a druid. So with 2 people, it's not the best time. At this point, I hope we have enough DPS for the cleansing protocol. It looks like we'll be fine. Yeah. So at this point, I will taunt off. Again, I'm going to get my Desolate stack very soon. So I'll save my active mitigation right after this Ruptured Realities. I will be using it. So there's my first Desolate. Maiden is still being tanked in line of sight of that lightning, which is perfect. That's exactly what we should be doing. And there's my second stack of Desolate. Here's the other tank coming over here. Tank swapping. And if you ever need to use your demoralizing shout or anything like that, when the tank swap is happening is a good time, because you might give your back to the boss, or you might accidentally rotate the wrong way. Something like that might happen, and normally on that tank rotation, you do take a little bit of extra damage. So the other tank right now does have his 2 stacks of Desolate. I taunted off, but I think I still actively have Maiden on me. I do, but that's only because the other tank is dead, actually. I just looked at him right now. And Ruptured Realities did go off. If we cleaned that up, not Ruptured Realities, I'm sorry, Cleaning Protocol. If we clean up Cleaning Protocol, we'll be fine. You went to make opium, come back and I'm at Avatar. I found a group right at Avatar. Looks like they wiped a few times. I think so too. Do we switch on the second Desolate? Yes. So as soon as the second Desolate gets handed out, that's when the tanks should be swapping. You assume they will announce at BlizzCon? Yeah, I'm assuming the next X-Pack will launch either Q1 or Q2 next year. Is this heroic? Yes, it is, Heather. You have 6 dogs? That's a ton of dogs. That is 24 legs going out the door. Yeah. That's an interesting way of putting it. Back to work, Phobonics. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you keep stopping by. It's good to have you here and good to have you active in the chat. Thanks for stopping by, man. Their Lab and Chewini Mix. Saving your tokens up for the next X-Pack. Next X-Pack hopefully isn't a $60 price tag. I'm hoping for a 30 bucks because we do pay the monthly all the time. So I'm hoping for 30. Hopefully. Alright, so we will get our food buff up going again. And do we need any summons? Yeah, we had 1 healer drop. So as long as we get 1 more healer, we'll be good to go. Thank you, Phobonics. Alright, we're gonna get a Druid healer. Sci-Fry. Let's get the summon and we'll be good to go. And again, the other tank will be taking Avatar first, so we'll be taking Maiden first. So I do have to place Maiden and get her to kind of accumulate her energy there. 8 tokens in the bag already, so as usual, you're over prepared. 8 tokens in the bag. I'm a little jealous. Did we wipe? Yes, we did. We wiped at, what percentage was it? 39%. We wiped at 39%. Maiden still had 1 more cleansing protocol to do. We basically didn't hit Maiden and kill her in time. So the cleansing protocol went off, killed everybody. But that's because one of our DPSers died early and then my tank died early. So I had to keep moving Maiden over and over again for like Ruptured Realities and then move her back into position. So it kind of sucked. If I hadn't moved Maiden that much, we could have gotten it, but then people would have started dying to melee on Avatar. So it was, I had to be at 2 places at once, and it kind of impacted the raid negatively. I don't want to take that Unbound Chaos. Cool. Alright, and the next Desolate is happening in 1 second, so there it is. I do have to taunt now. Alright, so now we'll run out and get ready to run back in. And since I do want to be the first one in, tanks don't run as far. Oh no, the other tank went down. Okay, so the other tank went down. We're going to have to... Oh, he got a B-res right now, so hopefully things get a little bit better after that. We're going to have Maiden right here. And I wonder what he's going to taunt off. He needs to taunt the boss. There it is. Perfect. So again, I will help with splitting the Touch of Sargeras since I am in the area regardless. There's no need for me to not jump in there and help the damage split some of them. So here are the Shadowy Blades. The other tank does have his 2 stacks now. So I'll taunt off, take this boss. We did lose 1 other person again. So it kind of sucks. We keep losing people here and there. We don't have a consistent group of people kind of staying alive. 2 people are down now. So we'll see if we can still take down the cleansing protocol. You don't have much room when it comes to people dying on this fight, so we'll see how it goes. So now that I have 2 stacks of Desolate, here's the taunt off happening. And again, if you need to use cooldowns at any point, if you feel too squishy in this fight, it'll be during those transition periods. Those will be the periods that'll hit you the hardest. So here's a cleansing protocol. I will not move Maiden. We have 3 people down now, and hopefully we can still take this down. So there it is. There's a tauntaun for me. I will take the boss, just so that I can take the next Desolates. And didn't have enough DPS. Too many people went down. So I don't know. I don't know if this group will be able to do it. A lot of people keep leaving. Who was that guy that just left? Alright, so the guy that left wasn't necessarily one of the top DPSers, so maybe we can get this done. Raid leader is falling apart. Alright, raid leader said no more. Alright, so we'll hearth over. I don't have my Dal Hearthstone anymore, and I don't think anyone is dropping a portal. Next X-Pack is the return to vanilla X-Pack. That's a wipe. 10k. No, we said rip keys, or you said rip keys. I didn't agree to any of this. Can't wait to guild raids tonight so you can gamble all your gold away. What's the deal with the people dying? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they were going down to be completely honest. I didn't see if they were going down to solo soaking touch of Sargeras, or they could have been solo soaking touch of Sargeras. Oh wow, there's a lot of people within the balloon now. So yeah, it could have been people going down to solo soaking touch, to taking shadowy blades and not moving out, or people just dying to their own unbound chaos. And if you take 2 or maybe even 3 of the 5 that you make, you'll go down. So it could have been people dying to any one of those things, to be completely honest. Maybe just not being used to running out of the chaos. I should start my own raid group. Daweed on Fridays I start them up, and on Fridays we run with viewers, and it's something that I just started last week. So on Fridays, if you are Orgrimmar, this is really cool. This is really cool. But yeah, if you join us on Fridays, we run with anyone here. If you guys have a US Horde account, we'll run with the audience, be it Mythic Pluses or raids. Last week we did raids. Well, so we'll see what we do this week. Let's see. This one is already on Avatar, but they don't have enough people in there right now. Heroic Avatar, Heroic Inquisition, and they probably have a wipe or 2 in. Alright, we'll just queue up for this group. Not a lot of groups need a tank right now, unfortunately. Alright, we got into this one. Fresh group. Let's get it done. Jump in, get Goroth. Demonic Inquisition could drop a better helmet for me. This isn't Warforge or Titanforge. Demonic Inquisition, I do believe, also drops this necklace, which is, it's pretty good. Haste Versa, I wish it was Haste Mastery, but Haste Versa works as well. So if I get a 915 of this, that would be nice. And of course, I want my shoulders from Avatar, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. What else would I really need from Heroic? New rings would be nice. I'm running 915 with haste and crit, but the haste is insane. And some new relics. If I could get new relics for this new system, that'd be really good too. Next expand is Return to Abshai. Your eye level is like 850. Gotta get on those world quests, man. If you do some world quests, you'll be able to bump up to 900. For some reason, your tune isn't showing up on WoW Armory. When was the last time you logged in? If you haven't logged in a while, that could be a lot of the reason why. And the raid difficulty is set to Mythic. So once they set it to Heroic, we can jump in. Alright, it's set to Heroic, we can jump in. Like February? Yeah. I think it has to be in the past 6 months, and February would be 7. So I think it only keeps like 3 to 6 months or something like that. So you might need to log in again, or look up. I know they redid the Armory website as well. That could be part of it. Maybe you need to log in after they redid the Armory website. So it could be a few things. Alright, so let's run in here, get some pulls going, get some good gear. We do need a few healers, apparently. Not that. We need this. Oh, we need 1 healer. So once we get 1 healer, we'll be good to go. As far as the trash, we should be good on the trash. I haven't tried soloing this trash in a while. Not Heroic. Let's see, let's give it a shot. I think other people... Is that the raid leader? It's not the raid leader. Druid's name is Meowyin. Yeah, if you can't see it, maybe you haven't logged in a while. I know they redid the website and stuff, so that might have something to do with it. Game you mentioned last time, Appshy. Oh, okay. The model of Tandy have 4K of RAM? 4 kilobytes of RAM? Yeah, last time we got into a conversation on old games. I remember that. Alright, I think we have enough people here to start clearing trash, but I don't have any healers here. So that means that everybody else will start going down. I think I might be the only one with self-heals that can keep it up. How far into the raid is he? Morgan, we tried a group with Heroic Avatar, and they wiped twice, and the raid leader split the group. I mean, the raid leader disbanded the group. So at this point, I'm joining a fresh Heroic TOS group. There wasn't too many other groups. There was like one other group really looking for tanks, but not too many opportunities for tanks right now, at least in my shard. So we're starting a fresh run. The Heroic Avatar run didn't go over too well. This is not a healer. I was gonna say if this is a healer I can pull, but this is a tank. Rocking a decent transmog. I don't know what this transmog is though. Is this called the leveling transmog? Oh, he doesn't have anything transmog. He's just going for it. Just joined for a fresh raid then? Yeah, we're just starting off right now. Just ninja pull. We don't have any healers. I mean, look, everybody's gonna slowly start dying. Look at the unit frames over on the left. People are just gonna slowly die. There's a priest. English is hard today. There's a priest slowly dying as well. Alright, at that point we took aggro, but oh wow, we didn't get any deaths. Oh wait, not. Yeah, we will. This guy's AoE ticking damage will do enough to kill that guy. He ran away though. Your warrior has the best transmog? What transmog is that? I used to run full might. Full might with one of the artifact skins. I forget which of the artifact skins it is. I think it's the this side up one or whatever it is. That artifact skin looks really good with Might. New class priest. Anyone shout Leroy? Yeah, the other tank was pulling for us. The other tank has to shout Leroy. Alt literacy? Oh jeez. Once you log in and can see your armor, you'll show me. Cool. Your axe is a fiery illusion, so it fits well. Which axe is that? You just put fiery enchant on it, but which axe are you running? And we have this druid who has a really cool looking staff. Is this yeah, it's one of the hidden appearances or something? But that's the normal look of it. It's just one of the appearances. That's really cool though. I like that. Alright, I think most people are here. We're missing 3 people. And even then, they should be in the dungeon. One of them is running here. Both of them are running here. Okay, so we'll have them very soon. If not, I don't think we have a warlock TV. We don't have a warlock at all, so we don't have any. We don't have any summons. They could have bladder problems and call out Leroy Jenkins. Oh man. Of course they're both blood elves. Oh, the 2 missing people? Yeah. I think blood elves are one of the most played races, right? For Horde at least. You have human as the #1 race that's played, and I think blood elves are probably a close second. One thing that I've noticed that Horde classes have a lot more than Alliance classes is this problem with like feet showing. Like trolls show their feet, undead show their toes, Tauren have their hooves showing, and I think Draenei are the only ones on Alliance that really have it that way. When you played WoW, you were Blood Elf. That's how you know they're usually the most dickish. Oh man, the one thing I really like about Blood Elves is the way they swing their sword. Secret Horde foot fetish by designers. Absolutely, I think there's something behind that. I've noticed that with when WoW first came out, most of the WoW development team and the Blizzard team, they mostly played Horde. They had a guild that was they were decent, and they were all in Horde guilds. So I think Blizzard designers mostly play Horde. So I think, yeah, the design is a little more on purpose, right? But yeah, the way that if you equip a 2-hander sword on a male Blood Elf, the animations that they have while attacking are pretty cool. They're pretty cool. You are loving your monk. I haven't healed on a monk, so I'm not sure. I've only tanked on a monk, but that was only while leveling, never end game. And that was when they first came out too. Alright, we're waiting for one person who is my co-tank as well. Emmy, there it is. Okay, so once we get to Demonic Inquisition, we can talk about who's going to go in, who's going to go out first. But for right now, with this boss, just pick up aggro. Wait, Alliance? Morgan, Alliance has an age limit? Is that why I went Horde now? After so many years of playing WoW, I reached the age limit, and I had to roll Horde. It was just kind of something that had to happen. I didn't even know that I did it because of that reason. It makes so much sense now. That Demon Hunter was going crazy over here. Did you guys see that Demon Hunter? He was just like, he didn't know how or where to run with his debuff. And then I got my debuff, and then he was even more confused. Makes too much sense. Yeah, I'm not... What's the age cap on being Alliance? I think that's what happened. No wonder you can't find your tune you were putting in the wrong name. Hey, that might have something to do with it. Oh, man. Why is my tune no longer there? What's your tune name? This! That doesn't exist. Yeah, it does. I'm telling you it does. Oh, sir, you're getting loud with me right now, and I'm going to need you to calm down. Where is this fire coming from? Okay, we're good. We're good with this fire. I also don't want to get any of their debuffs. Oh no, wait, I got that debuff on me. That's what happens when you taunt 1 second too early. I saw my DBM timers and I was like, no, nope. "13 and younger is the Alliance." Oh man, that makes me feel real old, Morgan. I started playing this game. I was older than 13 when I first started playing this game. Alright, so now the taunt off. Oh no. He taunted off twice. He taunted my taunt. And he went down. Alright, so we did get a B-res on him, which is good. So I was expecting we were gonna wipe at this point, but we got a B-res on him, which is, it's great. And the taunt off will happen very soon right now. In fact, I don't know if Infernal Burning will happen first. Yeah, okay. But right after this will be the tanking debuff on the other tank. I have to get ready to taunt off. And again, that Demon Hunter was way too close with his debuff for me. That's the 4th tune, 900. The 5th tune, that's 900 plus. Jeez, you guys are real serious with your alts. If you really hate rogues in PvP, you need to roll one and inflict even more abuse on a specific play. Yeah, the first time, after playing for a while, I was playing in PvE realms. And after playing in PvE realms for so long, when I went to a PvP realm, I made a rogue. That was the first character I made in a PvP realm. Was just, yeah, might as well go rogue. Although my first tune ever was in a PvP realm, that was before even learning how to play. But once I knew how to play, yeah, for sure, I made a rogue on a PvP realm. And I remember hitting like level 20 or something, and then I parked my rogue in Westfall. I didn't even finish leveling up my rogue because I would just park at Westfall and gank people out there. It took a very long time to get to Westfall too as a horde. So I just parked it over there in Westfall and just waited to get people. Alright, let's go over to Demonic Inquisition, which hopefully drops better helmet for us. All of your characters are Alliance, but you recently switched to a Horde Demon Hunter in hopes of running with me one of these Fridays. Sure, man. If you're on one of these days, absolutely. Played since you were 14. Started early BC up until WAD, and then college happened. You tanked this guy in LFR. They're a little different from LFR. There is more fire on the ground, and I think the tanking debuff is still around in LFR. But yeah, the fire on the ground for sure is a huge difference. You liked PvP realm until you hit Hellfire. Why didn't you like it in Hellfire? Hell is very apt in the name of that area. Was it that bad? I don't remember Hellfire being terrible. Although I didn't do it in a PvP realm. I did Hellfire in normal PvE realms. Yeah, this trash guy is not fun at all either. And then the next trash pool isn't fun either because they have stuns for tanks. On your server, Alliance perma ganked the area. Oh, you had a very uneven server. No, when I re-rolled to a PvP realm, I made sure that to look at the population to make sure that it was like as even as possible. I think I went to a server that was 45-55% of each one. I can't remember if I was on the upper hand or the lower hand, but I made sure I went to a realm that had a very good distribution of population. I wanted to be able to find groups for dungeons, groups for raids, as well as gank. Remember, your DK is no longer a baby. Nice. What item level is your DK at this point? Alright, so at this point, let me whisper my co-tank, see if he wants to be in or out first. Okay, so I just spoke to my other tank. I told him that I will be whispering him, but to look out for when I have more than 75 torment, he can come out and taunt off me and take that. So yeah, whenever one of the tanks is at 75, we should swap. And we should be good to go. The other tank says that he keeps an eye on DBM, so he should be able to see me and my torment as well. Your DK is 923 at the moment. Wow, there you go. You can start running plus 10s. You can start running heroic TOS at this point, Katie. You can run most things on that DK at this point. All right, so everybody's ready. We'll get a pull timer going and get this pull. Hopefully we get a helmet. Hopefully we get a new helmet. So here's the side sweep again. I'm gonna Neltharian's Fury to crit block it. And I am stacking right now a little bit only for that extra little bit of cleave damage. Now the other boss is up to almost 80 energy. I will separate them. So it's good to get that cleave damage whenever you can, and I could stay in there a little bit longer, but sometimes it just starts, you know, freaking people out. They start yelling and getting really upset, so I move away at about 80, and at this point it gets really hard to be able to stack up the bosses, but you should be able to do it if you really want to, but it's a lot of movement. I don't stack them up anymore. I only stack them up in the beginning, because it gets more and more difficult as time goes on. So at this point, hopefully the other guy comes out, because after this side sweep, it didn't land, but had it landed, the other tank is there ready to kite. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I saw the other tank taunt off me as soon as that bone saw started, so I can come in here and tank The other guy is at 98. At least I think that's him. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and taunt off for him. Take this side sweep. He needs to go in and clear and come back. Alright, so the other guy should be completely clear. I'm at about 20 stacks right now, so I'm okay. What do you guys think of the new dungeon? I've only done it on Heroic. I haven't walked into it on Mythic, but in Heroic it looks interesting. It looks like it's going to have a lot of cool mechanics. I like the fact that it's so open. I tend to really like dungeons like that are open and you can kind of, you have to run around and find your own way around. That other tank kites it into everybody on melee. I think he stays actively tanking it. His torment gets up very high very quickly. So unfortunately, I think that other tank kind of just brute forces the bone saws. We'll see what his torment at is. Yeah, his torment's at 49. So once his torment gets a little bit higher, we'll jump back out there. He is the paladin that's on this list. I think he might be the only paladin. But yeah, I think he's getting a lot of people killed by keeping them bone saw right on the boss. He should be getting close to his capacity right after that side sweep. Yeah, he's at 89 now. Unfortunately, it made me land right on top of this boss for side sweep. So I took a big hit for torment. Sometimes it's just the way it works out. So hopefully these guys all kind of move away from this bone saw. I am going to take a little bit of damage from it. It was just, Atrigan is just not in the best position. So after that bone saw, he should be moved right up here, right up the front every single time. Here's the side sweep. We're going to crit block that. And my torment is starting to get up there. The other tank is out here already. So hopefully he'll be able to taunt off, you know, soon-ish, but shouldn't be necessary yet. I should be okay with being able to take one more of these side sweeps. And there's a side sweep, perfectly fine on my behalf. And let me start kiting this for the other tank. I'm at full torment, but I do want to begin kiting for him. The other tank did taunt off, so he is kiting correctly off of this one. Yeah, this isn't the cleanest takedown, but I think it will be a takedown, but we'll see. So at this point, the other tank is at 39. We can still stay in here. There are a lot of people going down. The other tank is at 71. There is no side sweep active right now. Here's a calcified quills, and I will taunt off soon as he gets a little bit higher. So there's a side sweep. As soon as that lands, I will taunt off. So there goes, that landed. I will taunt off and have him reset his position, and I will begin kiting him in 2 seconds. So here's going to be the bone saw right now. Unfortunately, these guys are going to get hit pretty damn hard by that bone saw, but there's not much I can do to help them with their position. Once Bonesaw is up, we'll have a calcified quills and a side sweep. And right after that, I'll be able to get him into position exactly where I want him. Here's the crit block for that side sweep. And even though melee is on him, I'm still going to move him. It's just best practices to have him up here. Yeah, I do like that new dungeon. I like how open it is, and even just the story. I remember the first time I saw what happened yesterday was very, very cool. So hopefully the other tank swaps with me very soon. I told him to swap. If he doesn't, I will begin the bonesaw kiting this way. But he did taunt off. Okay. Yeah, that other guy does tank Atrigan just during both sides, during bone saws with just his face. So it leads to him getting a lot more torment a lot faster than he should. Here's 84 torment already. Like he's basically maxed out at this point. Here's a calcified quills. I'm gonna do a taunt off, and I should have a side sweep soon. And with that side sweep, I'm going to throw out a crit block. So here's a crit block right now. I do need to move Atrigan, so I will move him all the way to the top again. We lost a lot of people. At this point, we're going to have another bonesaw, but I have way more than enough room to be able to take that torment and kite him. So there's the finished bonesaw. We are going to have another side sweep, so I'll rotate one of my other cooldowns. He did miss that side sweep, perfect. And after that calcified cools, he'll be in position, ready to go. Unfortunately, those calcified quills keep going through everyone too. So here's 75 stacks of torment. The other tank is still alive, so hopefully he does come out here and taunts off me. He did. He's facing the corner there, so I'll jump in. I don't think this is going to be a kill, as it kept getting sloppier and sloppier and sloppier, and at this point we have so many people dead, I don't think we can get it done. The other tank out there has 50 stacks. This list just got shortened because there's no more people here. Everybody else is dying out there. Yeah, at this point, there's just like 2 people up. I think some people. No, I was gonna say some people are in here, but no. It's a wipe at this point, and I've heard that if I stay in here, I actually get the reset and I don't die. I did that Nelth 12 last night. I mentioned earlier. Damn. Yeah, their links aren't allowed on YouTube chat or anything like that. Oh man, that's a wipe. Even if I would have stayed in there, it would have been a wipe at this point. But that's a 10% wipe. We'll give it one more shot with this group. I want to try to get my helmet. It kind of sucks that the other tank kind of does bonesaw to his face, but it can still be done. We happened to lose a lot of DPS early because of that bonesaw. What's up, Sebastian? Welcome, man. Welcome. Glad to see you made it. Max broke that 2K. Absolutely. So we're getting a few people leaving. I think we have too many healers too, but it should be okay. Yeah, it's not a bad first attempt. We'll give it another shot with this group. The bonesaw was really a big problem. I need your elite 905 item level in here. You are more than welcome to apply. Whenever I join a group, I normally leave the LFG window open for a few more seconds. You guys can apply and join any of the groups I'm in as well. On Friday is when I pair up with you guys a lot more and make it a big point to run with you guys. But if you guys want to join anything I'm running in right now, you guys can. No Mythic Plus affixes video this week. Yeah, Ricardo, I'm gonna work on it. It'll be up early tomorrow. Yeah, it got a little bit delayed. I was working on some other things, but yeah, it'll be up. It'll be up tomorrow. I'll get the footage for it, edit it today, and then very soon I also want to release the boss guide for the new dungeon and also the pulls and run through, so that you guys know kind of how to run through that new dungeon. So I'm working on those things. Heather on Friday is gonna shine this week. Don't know if she'll run with us. I mean, it depends on everyone. If they're not comfortable running in the public's eye, then they don't have to. I put a lot of pressure on Demon Hunter last week with tanking with me. People are asking for repairs already on wipe 1. It kind of sucks. That's pretty cool. This is a pretty cool transmog. Got the fell flames going, fell fire going. But this week is a nice week, right, Ricardo? Yeah, it's not too bad. In about an hour and a half, we got 2 good keys and 1 rip key where somebody went offline and left. But yeah, this week isn't too bad, man. As long as you watch your feet for volcanics, so your DPS has to watch their feet, and you as a tank, if you do a pull that has like more than 3 or 4 mobs and they all rage at the same time, run away. So start kiting it. But if it's only 1 or 2 mobs, you should be able to take raging just fine. And then with Tyrannical, you have to watch out for those big boss one-shot abilities. So I ran Neltharion's Lair here, and then Neltharion's Lair with something like Rockmora, the first guy. If I don't dodge the piercing shards, they will one-shot me. So it's important to know which abilities hit hard, how to dodge them or mitigate them. I had some issues also with, who was it? In EOA, the first boss does the crashing wave. If I got the crashing wave itself is going to hit me once, but if I let that one hit go off on me and I stay inside for 1 tick, then that's going to be a kill for me. That's 8 mil damage. So I can only take the initial hit but not the first tick, so I needed to be very diligent about jumping out. But yeah, as long as be careful with boss abilities and kite when you need to on raging, you should be good, Ricardo. Chat poll, should I go in or no on Friday or right now? Either one, you guys can join. There should be plenty of room for DPS. We have extra healers too. Gearing up your Horde Resto Druid to run with me and see yourself standing and shit on YouTube. Oh no, dude. You're gonna stand on things on purpose. I know that when Asmongold streams, every now and then he'll get someone who tries their best to wipe the group. They'll get someone who like is a tank and will taunt everything at the wrong times. Will on purpose take more stacks than they should. Won't taunt off of Asmon. So I know it exists. Get your haste buff, 100% haste in the fire. Yeah, let's stand in the purple on Demonic Inquisition. It'll be great. I think we have more than enough people now. Yeah, 2, 4, 12, and we have 2 people running over here. Although they're far. Why are they at the Vindicar? Gotta make work for yourself as a healer. But the thing is, if you get one shot, not just work for everybody else. It's not even work for you. Yeah, as soon as one of the people is here now, we're waiting on one more. We don't have any warlocks. That's terrible. We need some warlocks. I hope some of you guys out there have warlocks so that we can get some summons going. You installed your first add-on with Curse? Nice. Alright, our shaman is here, and now we're just waiting on one warrior DPSer. You and your logic. We don't need logic to kill bosses. We need feelings and might and courage. Courage. Do we see the WoW metal cover? What? What are you talking about, Glock? What's going on with this? BlizzCon virtual ticket mounts. Oh, that's why I'm seeing all the Zeppelin mounts right now. People are buying their virtual tickets. Okay. I was wondering where those Zeppelins were from. How much are they running? Oh, it has to be an online purchase. Got it. I don't understand why they haven't made the virtual tickets available here through the in-game shop. $40 for the digital download ticket. $40 and you get the brand new mount. Alright, so is the other person here? Not yet? Man. Oh, they are here. They're running up. Cool. So let's get a ready check going. Hopefully I have assist. I do have assist. So ready check. And we'll get a pull timer going. $40 for something that will be on YouTube a day later. Absolutely. Everybody's gonna cover whatever BlizzCon says. A lot. Alright, let's get a pull. Let's do it. That is 2 tokens. Nah, 2 tokens are $30. Unfortunately, you can't partially pay with a token. I think the purchase has to be made in whole with only tokens or with only whatever non-token currency you're paying with. I don't think there's like a mix, like a half and half. Alright, so again, at 80 energy, I will split them up. No more cleave damage. And for this side sweep, demoralizing shout. I don't have my crit block up, so demoralizing shout and active mitigation will have to do the trick, but it did miss. So we're good. We don't have that much torment generated on us. And for the next one, we'll be able to just use our crit block. So here's a side sweep. Again, we will crit block that, and then we should have the calcified quills in the bone saw. No, it's just a bone saw, but I have more than enough room to be able to kite this around, and that's just because all the fell sites, out of 3 of them, 2 of them missed, so that leads to a lot less torment. So here's the calcified quills followed by a side sweep. And after this side sweep, I will need a swap. So now I called out for a swap. Hopefully the other tank runs out here and swaps. There it is. There's a swap off. And unfortunately, he's going to keep Atrigan there. I wish the position was kind of reset after every single time, but it's okay. We learned it from last time and we can deal with it now. And I need to keep clearing my stacks. No one's letting me pick up these orbs. The other tank is at 40 torment at this point. I am fully clear. I'm ready to go. There's a few people that are maxed out. Hopefully they jump in here. Yeah, there they are. Token can only add 15. Yeah. And the fact is that you can't use partial tokens. So I know when I was getting Destiny at first, I was like, I'll use a little bit of what I have and then pay the rest with real money, and it didn't let me do that. It was either everything. Destiny was either a full purchase or full purchase with tokens and in-game currency, or full purchase with in-game or with real money rather. Alright, the other tank is at 70 some odd torment. I want to dodge this Quills and then be ready to go. So here's a side sweep right now. Here it is. We crit block that, and now I need to move position right before Bonesaw goes out. Bonesaw is going to happen in right after this calcified Quills. We're going to get Bonesaw. So I'll move over. I'll leave enough room. And here's the Bonesaw. I don't know why this guy is over here meleeing Atrigan. He died, yeah. That's just gonna happen when you try to melee Atrigan when he's in the middle of a Bonesaw, and I'm not getting enough heals. Alright, so here's the side sweep. Just go ahead and crit block that again. Again, I do one crit block, one demoralizing shout block. Alright, so now we will have the Bonesaw happening first before anything else. I'll go ahead and kite it. Because I did get that B-res, I don't necessarily need to tank swap, but the other tank should be out here. He's going to be taking way too much damage in there. So again, there's a demoralizing shout for this side sweep, and it did miss on me, which is good, and I will full sprint back into position. Alright, the other tank is just about to die too, so he should come out here. That side sweep did miss on me, but I want the other tank out here because he's staying in there too long. He's gonna go down. So I told him to switch. Hopefully he does. I still don't see him out here. And that slow really got me. So the other tank still isn't out here. There's the taunt off. A little bit late, but we should be able to get the kill now. 13% left on the boss and only 2 people down. It's still very sloppy, but fortunately we don't need too much communication from here on out, unless we somehow just get to kill Jaden right now. There are a few people who are maxed out on Torment, so I'm going to stay in here tanking for them. The other tank is nowhere near maxing out. Some dude did a metal cover of a WoW song. I haven't seen that, Glock. The other tank is at 70 some odd, and actually they went down. Perfect. Helmet. We need a helmet. Helmet? No helmet, but we got a... Hey, we got it with the... Alright, that's an upgrade. That is a 15 item level upgrade. It has a socket on it too. That's nice. Yeah, we got an upgrade. You'll think you'll order a pizza? Nice. You hate working before some days off? What do you mean? Everyone is alive and at 10%? Yeah, we were able to get it. Nice. Thank you. Thank you for the grats. All I need... Actually, do I carry... I don't carry gems on this guy, no. I carry gems on my Boomkin to be able to just gem things up immediately, but not on my tank. But that's gonna be nice. Let's see. It'll bump me up. Will it bump me up to 933? It will. So I'll be 933 equipped with that. Very nice. I don't think I should use my bonus roll. It's only for the helmet at this point. I got my new neck, and these relics, even if they have good traits in the Crucible, they just won't be that great for me. So that's going to be our upgrade for today. That's nice. 15 Atom level upgrade. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so Harjatan, I don't think Harjatan has anything for us, really. And any BOE epics for us? No. Those BOE epics are always nice. Basically a free WoW token. Tomorrow it's Independence Day in your country, so people want to do everything last minute. So they push everything and sometimes do really bad jobs. That sucks. Arranging your UI, good luck, dude. That's arranging UIs is like the most painful process for me. Anytime I would, like when I would drop WoW and pick it back up, anytime I'd come back, rearranging UIs was always just what I didn't look forward to. Something I hated, but it was so necessary at the same time. Praetor is your warrior name. Oh, you were able to log in, so it would refresh your character's name. That's cool. Let's see. Let's load up WoW Armory in the background while everybody runs here, because this... Oh, no. I was going to say, this pull is always just terrible with all of the stabbing that they do. It just... This pull hurts a lot. So, I'll get in there, I'll pick up threat, and I'll start running away, because all of this is going to be killing me. And I got shanked 3 times again. And loot, what is it? Just gold. Okay. And we're missing 1 person as well. We're running 2, 3, 10 now. A few people left, but that's fine. You said Praetor is your warrior at level 96? Is that, am I looking at that right? Level 96 from the realm Arathor. Alright. So with this, we should have enough people. 2, 3, 11. I guess we got 2 more people. We don't need another healer at this point. You got LOL DK for the DK tank? Nice. I remember LOL Ret. Whoever had the most Ret Pallies won AV. Oh, in Terralion, you have your guy Praetor. Let's see. Let me backtrack. No, I don't see a warrior called Praetor. Are you EU? Is that what it is? I'm looking on US, so I don't see anything on Terralion. But I'm looking under US. But if you're EU, that would explain everything. All right, let's see. This guy's here. This person's not here yet. The other person's running over from Orgrimmar, but we should get here soon. Is there anything I need from Harjatan? Critical strike, haste, new gloves. I mean, if I got decent. Although I think I already have 915s. I do have 915s, so not necessary. The ring. If I get this ring, it can replace my other 915, which is not correct with my secondary stats. So this ring would be way better with secondary stats than my other one. Probably one of the weirder looking bosses in the game. Harjatan, I like it. I like bosses that use a unique skin as well. Like, this is a skin we've never seen before. Sometimes we get bosses like Mistress is just so similar to Lady Vaj that it's like, eh. But every now and then we get those new character models that are pretty fun. You got the Wrecking Ball achievement in the middle of Laurette. Tried stacking everything. Damn. Took a perfect AV, which usually happens once per day. Perfect AVs. I remember back in the day when people would all join TeamSpeak or Vent servers only to run AV. It was like PUGs, but everybody would tell them like 2 steps forward, mount up, and then run over here. Let's cap this. Let's cap that. Everybody ignore this, and it was just like this weird kind of like they were generals of everyone. We still don't have any warlocks. I don't think we need that many DPSers either, or that many healers. 2, 4, 12. We could get away with 2, 3, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 9. We have decent DPSers too. But yeah, at this point we're waiting for 2 people to get here. Let's see, where are they? Dalaran and the Infernal Causeway? I don't know what that is. What is the Infernal Causeway? Oh, so they're both on their way. Oh, he's just somewhere on the Broken Isle. You could win AV in less than 4 minutes if everyone moved together. Yeah, I remember that. There was some groups that would even form on a Vent or a TeamSpeak server, and their goal was only to lose as fast as possible. They would on purpose not defend certain points, and losing AV still gave you a very good amount of honor. So if you lost a ton of AVs back to back, you would still get really good honor. Like, it was still a very good way to grind out honor. The point is, in AV, everyone is a noob except for that one guy who fights in the lane. Oh, man. You don't understand. I fight in the roads because I'm a man. And I like combat. That's why I fight in the middle of the road. The first AV was Silly Big, yeah. I remember that. I remember AV being ridiculous. Losing team strategy, like the BG Fishing Guild. There's a BG Fishing Guild? That's still a thing? I remember people doing that to try to get the Ashbringer way back when. But I didn't think that was still popular. Alright, as soon as these 2 people get here, one of them is in here. This Demon Hunter is... Oh, there he is. He's moving. I was going to say, he's not even moving, but he is. He's running over here. They would zone into the BG and I'll start fishing and ignore and die. Oh man. I just remember that for the Ashbringer. I don't remember that for very many other things. Then fishing got removed from Battlegrounds. Good. And it was the only reason why people did the whole fishing for Ashbringer was because you could fish up a book that belonged to Nat Pagal, and he said something about a sword, fishing up a sword or something like that, right? It was something kind of, it was very vague, and it was a little ridiculous that everybody thought that's the way to get Ashbringer. Alright, so once this guy gets here, who he is in the dungeon, he is in the raid, should be in the beginning area. And once he gets here, we're good to go. I'm glad that Blizzard finally added these little doorways, because this was a little confusing before, especially trying to find out which of the maps took you where. It was a little ridiculous. And the raid group, I think, is talking about Kill Jaden. Yeah, the group is talking about soaking for Kill Jaden. We're nowhere near Kill Jaden right now with this group. They need to focus on Harjatan. And a Blood Elf. Oh, the Nat Pagel book also talked about a Blood Elf? Whoa, what is this guy wearing? What is this mask? Lunar Blight headgear. I'm assuming that's the new stuff from Argus. No, the guy who isn't in there. Oh yeah, it's the Blood Elf. Yep, you're on that, Morgan. It's a Blood Elf. Of course it is. All right, so almost everybody's ready. As soon as they are all ready, we will get a ready check going and kill Harjatan, and hopefully he drops my ring. I mean, it looks like we're having decent luck with drops today. So maybe we can bump this up a little bit from 933 to 934. All right, let's get it done. Eric, I missed you, man. It's been a while for you asking about the transmogs. Every week I'm like, all right, I got a new transmog this week. Where's Eric at? Where's Eric at? So now the energy is a little bit higher. I'll face him towards the group. My current transmog though is a mix and match of a lot of things. The helmet is from LFR and Desolate Host, and then the shoulders are the Dread Commander pauldrons, which I think are from Invasion Points. The chest piece is Nighthold gear, the Nighthold tier set bonus. The weapon is from BC sometime. It's a little all over the place. The gloves are from ICC, I believe. They're from somewhere in Wrath. So yeah, everything's a little just spread out between all the expansions. So this draw-in, we're gonna go ahead and move out. I don't want to get hit by any of those and get more debuffs than I already have. Here are the frosted punches, so I will pop Spell Reflect in order to take all those just fine. There's a Frosty Discharge, and now I'll be able to relocate. So hopefully everybody kind of stacks on me here. But yeah, the transmog's a little all over the place. I believe the gloves and the boots are both from ICC, and I don't remember if it's like 10-man heroic or which one drops the purple recolor. I know that there's purple and green that drops from there. What's up, Joshua? Joshua, it's been a while for you too, man. I'm glad to see you back on the stream. Hopefully I get a taunt off soon. I have 7 stacks. That's bad. 8 stacks. This is not good. Alright, I did get the taunt off, but at this point, this is hurting a lot. So hopefully, how much is this hurting? 3.8 million physical damage every 3 seconds. I just need to generate as much rage as possible. And people are dying. I don't know if this is gonna happen. Don't know if this is gonna happen. I don't think this is gonna happen. That's a lot of deaths. That's a lot of deaths. Ooh, the tank almost went down again. Alright, so I'll go ahead and taunt off and take this now. We'll see how it goes. So here are the Frosty Discharge right here. Alright, my Victory Rush saved my life. So hopefully people kind of stack on me right now. I am up to 4 stacks again, so hopefully I get a taunt off happening relatively soon. There's a taunt off, perfect. And that guy, the other tank, decided to solo soak the unchecked rage, so that's not good. Alright, so that's a wipe. So what we'll do right now is we'll actually do the giveaway so that I can go and film the new dungeon and film the This Week in Mythic Plus. So We have a lot of footage to get together, so we will do the giveaway after we're done wiping. I don't think this group is going to get much further, and trying to rejoin a new group that has to restart everything is going to take a while. So we'll do the giveaway now. As soon as they wipe and we can get over to $N. You've been working quite a lot, Joshua. I hear that. I understand that. Frosty Discharge, that's exactly what it's called. It's called Frosty Discharge. Yeah, I've done the new dungeon on Heroic. I need to do it on Mythic for the channel to get you guys accustomed to it. Make sure I need to look at all the boss abilities, see exactly what they do, how to counter them. Because once we start going into that new dungeon in Mythic Plus, it's going to get real difficult. But right now, Heroic and Mythic 0 is not too bad. But yeah, once we start doing a +10, a +15 of that dungeon, it'll get really difficult. We're going to have to know everything. So right now, we'll do the giveaway. Let me get that started. Let me go over to my cool little robot. Let's do the giveaway. Alright, and again, you need 15 coins to join, and it will be 30 coins as a prize. Alright, there it is. So if you guys want to be part of the pet giveaway, type in regular giveaway, and I will go get the pets right now. There is 5 minutes, and once you guys are entered and the 5 minutes are up, we will draw a winner, and you will have your choice of any of these pets that are here. So let me show those pets in the next 5 minutes to everybody who's interested. We have Fragment of Anger and Desire, we have the Creeping Tentacle, we have the Zandalari Toe Nibbler, we have the Blazing Firehawk, Blight Breath, Vengeful Porcupet, a little bit of Halloween with the Sinister Squashling, the G0 unit, the Sister of Temptation, Soul Broken Whelpling, Abyssius, Clockwork Rocketbot, Lil Smokey, Pet Bombling, the Valkyr, Leviathan, Elementium Geo, Lil Bad Wolf, Voodoo, Pint Size, and the Hatchling. So I think, let's see, what's going to have the most value? This week the most value is probably going to be from the Creeping Tentacle. Creeping Tentacle is going to be about 5k. The fragments are up there with 3 and 4. Also the Porcupet is up there. The Firehawk is up there. There's a lot of good stuff selected here. And again, shout out to Sebastian and to Assurit, who is also donating a lot of the stuff here in the giveaway. Regular giveaway, stream froze. Yeah, so no, don't type in regular giveaway. Just type in giveaway. As in, don't type in with like a capital or an exclamation point or anything. Just type in the word giveaway and you will be entered. So Joshua, you're entered already. And Dweed, you're entered too. Got it. Yeah, you guys are in it. There is 2 minutes left. Well, actually 2:50. So almost 3 minutes left on the giveaway. So here are all the pets, just in case you guys are in here. I see 8 people so far are entered in the giveaway. You're on EU? Yeah, sorry. Could I do a giveaway where I Skype with my winner and share a beer with them? What if some of my viewers, Alvaro, what if some of my viewers are underage? What if they can't have a beer? I don't know if everyone's 21. Yeah, if you guys are on EU, unfortunately, can't give the pets to you guys. If you guys are on US and you guys are entering, you guys will have to make a character on this realm on the Horde side of Terralion. And once you're in there, I'll give you guys your pet. And if you guys were only here for the stream and you guys are not going to participate in the live stream, thank you guys for joining me every week on Wednesdays. And we now have the brand new Friday streams where I run with you guys. We do mythics or mythic pluses or normal TOSs, depending on who's on, depending on what classes we have on, depending on what your main is. So when you guys are when you guys have some time on Fridays and want to do some runs, go ahead and hop over to my live stream and we will be doing viewer runs with you guys. Did I just miss away? No, you haven't, Brittany. Type in giveaway right now. I see you. You're entered. You're entered. You are entered. Yeah, the giveaway is going for another 50 seconds. Is the stream not going to be on here? It is. Yeah, so the Friday streams are on here as well. So, yeah, Wednesday and Friday live streams are both on YouTube. So anytime I would stream over on Twitch, I would really only get maybe 3 or 4 of you guys. So since not a lot of you guys would kind of get notified, and I know a lot of you guys even had a Twitch alert for me whenever I would go live, and it still wouldn't pop up for you guys and happen. So since all of that kind of didn't really work out with Twitch, we're sticking over here with YouTube Gaming. And so whenever I go live, it'll be here. It'll be Wednesdays and Fridays. You will be back Friday. Thank you for stopping by, Heather. You saw me running, still no mount. Yeah, I forgot to buy the last BOA I need. I need one more BOA and I can get that mount. But I figure it's a nice little run back while you guys look at my inventory. You guys can look to see what you guys want. Max, you won the giveaway. Not sure if you can log in right now, Max. Max, are you able to log in, or will you have to do the trade later? Congrats, Max. Congrats. For everybody who just joined the stream to see us running everything, the Mythic Plus keys, I'm sorry that this week of Mythic Plus was a little delayed. I've had some other things kind of come up in my personal life, but thank you all for stopping by always. Thank you for supporting, and thank you for watching all the time, Wednesdays and Fridays. Congrats to everyone who participated. Congrats to everyone who has won in the past, and thank you for everyone who has donated pets as well for the part of this giveaway. You're out of town right now, Max? For sure. I will hold on to these pets. I will hold on to them. I know you mentioned it earlier, and you probably can't hop on right now. You'll hit me up on Friday for sure. Alright, so we'll hold on to all of these pets. Max will get his pick. Max, hopefully you can stop by in the beginning of the stream so that we can give you something as soon as the stream starts, and then we can go on with the rest of the stream. Bye everyone. Thank you all for stopping by. It really means a lot to have all your support. I see you guys every time you share something. It comes up on my analytics, so thank you for enjoying my content and sharing it with everyone and letting everyone kind of take a look at the community we have. I think we have a great and active community here so far. You'll pick up Max's pets for him. All right, thank you all for stopping by, and as always, good luck out there.